The new tripartite defense alliance AUKUS, formed with the intention of intimidating China, will strain ASEAN's unity and integration as regional countries are divided over the pact, noting that if it sparks an arms race, it threatens to destabilize the region. ASEAN members are eager to reach a consensus on how to deal with the pact. Yet experts said that no matter what position the bloc chooses to take collectively, it will gradually see the US, the culprit of breaking the regional balance, as a major troublemaker. It should dawn on Washington that the bickering and divergence over AUKUS indicates how difficult and not it is to form an alliance in the region against China. AUKUS, the Trilateral Security Partnership, was formed in mid-September by Australia, the UK and the US. It includes an agreement to enhance Australia's defence capacity through technology transfer of nuclear-powered submarines and other underwater capabilities. It is largely seen as a US effort to ally the other two to contain China in Southeast Asia. The plan has divided countries in Southeast Asia, with Indonesia and Malaysia warning that it could lead to an arms race among rival superpowers in the region. Indonesia does not want an escalating arms race and power projection in the region that will threaten security and stability, Indonesian Foreign Minister Retno Marsudi said. Experts warned that the forming of AUKUS may turn ASEAN members back against the US, as they see Washington as a major troublemaker in the Indo-Pacific region. If the project is implemented, Australia will become the seventh country in the world to have nuclear submarines, after the US, Britain, France, China, India and Russia. Many have expressed the view that after acquiring nuclear-powered submarines, it is likely Australia will further seek to acquire nuclear weapons in the future, he said. Experts said that AUKUS has dragged Southeast Asian countries into an unpleasant position where they have to take sides between China and the US. Although the US has constantly assured ASEAN members that it will not force them to take a stance, the forming of AUKUS has proved that US promises are hypocritical. Said Chen, explaining that ASEAN members' key geographic position means they will inevitably become embroiled in the rivalry. The bloc has learned from its traumatic history that turbulence and conflict can only bring damage to its development, said Chen. Noting that the region is increasingly seeing the US, which is obsessed with marshalling allies in the Indo-Pacific region more as a destabilizer and troublemaker, rather than a protector. Moreover, the bickering and conflicts of ASEAN members over AUKUS should teach Washington a lesson about how difficult and not it is for it to form an alliance against China in the Indo-Pacific region, Chen said.